In this presentation, we will look at a few simple procedures that may have been somewhat forgotten by PS IMAGO PRO users, but can still be very helpful. Open the Dataset Data Ordering and switch to the Variable View tab. The current view is familiar to us. In the columns, we have various attributes of the variables, such as name, type, and label. Each row corresponds to a specific variable. If we look at them from an organization perspective, we see that they are ordered based on the sequence of their entry into the dataset or the data collection system, such as PS Pro. If we are familiar with the variables in the dataset, it would be useful to sort them alphabetically so we can navigate the dataset quickly. In the current situation, finding a specific variable will be challenging if they are scattered chaotically. Let's first sort the variables alphabetically by their names. We can do this in two ways. In the first method, go to the Data menu and select Sort Variables. In the newly opened window, we have the option to choose the attribute by which we want to sort the data. Let's select the first attribute on the list, which is name. Leave the sort order set to the default, ascending. Lastly, we can save the current sort order as an additional attribute, but let's leave this option unchecked. Click OK. Our data is now sorted. The second, quicker method is to use the right mouse button. This time, let's sort the variables by their label. Right-click on the Label column header and select Sort Ascending from the context menu. Before the data is sorted, you will be asked whether to save the current sort order. If you want to return to the previous order later, it is worth saving the current sort order. Let's click No. Looking at the dataset now, we see that some attributes like role are in our case unnecessary. The same goes for Align, which controls the alignment of data in the Data tab, and Columns, which is responsible for the column width for a given variable. These are less important pieces of information, so we can choose not to display these attributes. To change the display of attributes, go to the View menu and select Customize Variable View. In the new window, we can uncheck the attributes we do not want to display. Uncheck Role, Alignment, and Columns. Additionally, we can change the order in which attributes are displayed. Select the attributes Width and Decimals with the Control key pressed and move them to the bottom of the list using the arrows. Move the Type attribute to a lower position. Finally, if you want to restore the default view of the Variables tab, use the Restore Defaults button. Click OK. In these few simple steps, we have organized the information in the dataset on the Variable View tab. It is now much easier to read the variable names along with their labels and values.